pandemic and police are on my mind. Peace is hard to find. I close my eyes and open my heart, and like Maya Angelou, I rise. Hate and hunger are on my mind. Hope is hard to find. I close my eyes and open my heart, and like James Baldwin, I rise. When anger and angst are on my mind, and amnesty is hard to find, I close my eyes and open my heart, and like Audrey Lorde, I rise. I rise like breath denied, like music inside, like love come alive. I rise with hope revived and peace inside. I rise, I rise, I rise.
You know what else was a really helpful thing for us to have
What?
start feeling better? When we just went camping and we got to camp right by the beach.
Forgot about that.
That was really, I would put that in the mindfulness category. Going to the beach. Especially if it's not crowded. Where we were, it was more of a secluded area. And sitting on the sand, and we built that sand village.
Yeah, the Oompa Loompa village.
Yes, the Willy Wonka village.
Yeah, I made Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and they had a chocolate seashell.
And I liked sitting in that chair and just looking out at the lake, and it was such a nice day.
And all three of us builded Wonka's secret island where he tastes his chocolates before they're ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I made his factory just like his factory, and there's secret doors.
That was one of the best days of the year so far, I think.
Oompa Loompa Village, we just made up. Even every single thing we made out of sand, we made up.
Mindfulness. Sometimes when I'm sitting on the couch and my mind is up for sale, I truly believe that I am a snail. You know, the little guys that ooze, that you've never seen in real life but hear about in the news? Well, let me tell you, it's not too bad. Slid their hair, slaughter there, strut my stuff, leave a slimy trail. Pretty easy to know where I've been, but so much harder to see where I am and where I'm going to be. And so much slower I move, mostly because snails don't have eyes, and neither do you. Though there isn't much to see, mindfulness to me is being the best damn snail.
Sometimes I let it. Sometimes I think until the floorboards are knotted and gnarled and I'm alive again as they swallow me up. Until seeds grow in my lungs and my hair is whittled away. Till my bones are knobbly seams. It's not a melting but an intricate weaving, and in and out of my breath. The house breathing with me when it was taken over by a landslide of silt and soil. Like a liquid surging, forth bounding down to greet me. It shakes the posters off the walls and theaters the window that I can't ever get open. I think until I'm crying. Crying so hard that I can drown without ever having to leave my bed. It only takes a cup to kill you. It's so easy to stay in bed. To tear the tag off the mattress, to tug those loose thread of the blanket until I am tangled in a heap of thread that can no longer keep me warm. To stay in and die of frostbite. In this bed as my fingers go numb and the cold gushes in from a window I can't close. It's easy to think until it kills me. And sometimes I let it. Sometimes I can't help but choose the ease of falling deeper into myself, of thinking until I'm sleeping in a burning building, until my lungs are filled with dirt, the cool, damp earth in my throat, and it all tastes like wet copper. It's harder to lay still, to smell the clean sheets, see the walls around me. It's hard to feel safe, to make breakfast in the morning, to sit on the balcony and see the sky, to breathe deeply. It's hard to be in the moment, even if the moment isn't hard. But it's the only way to see sunsets, to eat popsicles, to catch lightning bugs and hear the wind. Lately it's hard to breathe. Lately it's not perfect, it's not even okay. But we're all still breathing. And it's something of reality. Sometimes.
If you could say something to the coronavirus, what would you say?
Get out of here.
Okay, one of the things that I do every day with my family that keeps my mental health on check is that my family always walks every day at 5 p.m. No matter what we're doing, no matter if we're like reading something or watching a movie, we stop what we're doing and we get up, put on our shoes, grab the dogs, and we scream, let's go, vámonos, vámonos in Spanish, and the dogs know, and we walk out to the lake every day, and it's just really nice to have that sort of schedule type thing, and that's what I do for my mental health.
I will walk 4 steps away. I have walked 4 steps away. I have walked 4 steps away. This is how I walk away.
Go out and I wash the car and I go back to the place where we first met in Undiscovery. There's so many things that I'd like to do, but they're so far away from me and you. I feel the earth bend beneath my feet. With a dark stain on my shirt, I will wash away my old pain. I will reach a point of low disdain, and you were always kind with broken fragments in your mind. And we know it, and now we'll blow it away.
Hey guys, thanks for inviting me to participate in your project. I just want to talk about my farm. It's not a farm in the traditional sense, but if you walked in my bedroom and you looked on my floor, you'd say, "God damn, you're working on a farm there."
I need to be creating something every day. I need to be working on something creative. I need to be making something every day, if not every week.
Math, because I had a hard time trying to do it without Ava distracting me.
I am Bill Fisher. During the quarantine and prior to that, I've been interested in guitar. I'm trying to take this extra available time to work on learning some finger-picking skills with the help of my son, who is a musician. It's been a bit of a struggle, sometimes frustrating, but I realize that it'll be a nice reward once I get this down and I have it as something I can turn to relax and enjoy having accomplished a new task.
Quarantine's not fun, but it's doable. And if you don't have a plant, get yourself a plant. Spend an hour with it. Just sit down and watch it. You might notice something that you never would have otherwise. You might notice something about yourself that you never would have otherwise. And, you know, do your best to take care of it. If it dies, you know, you've learned something. You can think about what went wrong, and maybe nothing went wrong. Maybe it was just its lifespan. All things come to an end eventually. But there are more plants out there.
Hello, my name is Inés. I'm 18 years old and I'm from Spain. During quarantine, I started painting with oil. It was an old hobby of mine, so it wasn't totally new, but I had given it up a long time ago, and quarantine seemed like the best time to take it up again. The idea of painting didn't occur to me until the second week, more or less. So I had to make do with what I could find at home. But luckily I still had some tubes of oil paint and a notebook with sheets made up of a special material to paint on them. I started doing very simple drawings and painting them, but after a while I decided to do more difficult things that would take me more time. It was more engaging, and it was also a way of saving paper, as I could not go out to buy it. Every day I would follow my online classes, study or work on some papers, and after that I would paint for about 3 hours and let it dry until next day. Painting helped me to create a kind of timetable, which kept my mind focused on something all the time. So there was not much room for worries or fears in my mind, and that was something that really helped me get through quarantine.
Hi, my name is Mark. Over quarantine, to keep myself occupied, I decided to build a nightstand. My father was a carpenter, so I guess you could say it runs in the family. But I decided to dedicate myself to it because I didn't have much else to do. And I spent about an hour to 2 hours every day, usually in the afternoons after I got home from work. Just focused on building a nightstand so that an hour to 2 hours every day, usually in the afternoons after I got home from work. Just focused on at times it was difficult, you know, it wasn't always fun, I'd be able to put it in my baby daughter's room. The French philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre said, at times it was difficult, it wasn't always fun, but as I've lived the French philosopher in my life, Jean-Paul Sartre once said, commitment is an act, not a word. And I've lived by that every day of my life.
So at the beginning of quarantine, I signed up to tutor this 5-year-old English language learner in English and writing. I've certainly never taught English before, so that was definitely an interesting thing to tackle.
My favorite summer activity is playing with my sister and having a fun time with my sister, my mom, my dog Sophie, and of course Dad.
Just felt like it was important, especially at the beginning of quarantine when things were so uncertain, to provide some sort of connection for people. And even if we weren't always doing tutoring things, it was just nice to be able to connect with another person.
It's really exciting. It's at night when all of our family gathers around us. Mommy, me, and Reese and Daddy gathers around the TV and does family movie night. We get to have popcorn and a drink and all those kind of stuff. And we have this really cozy and fuzzy blanket to keep us warm.
Yeah, even in the summertime, you guys still like the blanket.
Dreaming, vividly scheming, timidly I'm nocturnal. This is a victim. Still feeling woozy, my eyes are oozing in a dream. I know what day is it. Feeling like an animal, losing all touch of control. I can't even look in the mirror. Tallies on the wall, look straight, medicate and meditate. At least you do something to fear for. My brain is buttered from doing nothing. At least I remember them in and out, sneeze, and then you're out, and we'll all freak out. The snacks have run out. Feeling like an animal, losing all touch of control. I can't even look in the mirror. Tallies on the wall, look straight, medicate and meditate. At least you do something to fear for. I can't even look in the mirror. Tallies on the wall, look straight, medicate and meditate. At least you do something to fear for. Feeling like an animal, losing all touch of control. I can't even look in the mirror. Tallies on the wall, look straight, medicate and meditate. At least you do something to fear for.
close my eyes and open my heart. I rise, I rise, I rise.
I really want to see some ducks. It's been a while since I've seen a nice family of ducks waddling all together in a curvy line. I want to see a mallard, a good mallard, not a phony mallard with weak colors. I want the green to pop. And I want to see a boring brown mama who doesn't need any flashy colors, 'cause she knows it's what's on the inside that counts. And I want to see the little baby ducklings and their webbed feet bigger than their dirty heads and half-open eyes. And I want to feed them some bread, but I won't because I know that's bad for them now. So I'll just watch them from a distance and try to take a few good breaths.
I know not what of my soul to bear, but slowly move my sorrow there. Or there, in shadows when a dull lead conversation begins. For when company first demands thy hand and foot, I sorely pray to die, to be covered in myself, tucked away, airtight, on the shelf. I know not where my soul ends or begins, or the ways that I can mend the fray born of my sick, hungry mind to which nothing will stick. And what of it? How can I grow? Into a saint? An angel? If not sickly and low? And how can my roots untangle upon the fury and misery it's built itself on? I know not what my soul can withstand, or if I jump forward, where my feet will land. And where will you be, good friend? My demise, sweet sorrow, my inevitable end.